Hello everyone, this is Bob Main from the Handgun World Show. And why do I carry a gun? Because I can't carry a cop. Thanks for watching this video up front. I promised those of you who listen to my podcast that I would make a video shortly talking about some holsters and some sights and so forth. So again, I want to extend a nice warm welcome to you and thank you for listening to my show. If some of you have not checked out my podcast, it's at handgunworld.com, handgunworld.com. Okay, in this video, I want to talk about some of my daily carry equipment. And as you can see here, I got my Glock 26, which is fast becoming my favorite carry pistol. You've heard me talk about on my podcast many times that I sure love the Glock 19. But this little Glock 26 here is really fast becoming my favorite, and I'll tell you why and some of the holsters and things that I use. First of all, let me just show you that this pistol is indeed unloaded. Okay, so nothing in the chamber, just double checking, making sure that there's nothing in there so I don't accidentally have an accidental discharge here. But one of the sights that I talk about on my podcasts are these right here, the XS Big Dot sights. And you notice that huge big dot on the front. This is what I like about these for combat purposes. It's hard to miss that big dot. These are glow in the dark, and that's kind of an example of the sight picture that you get. Very fast target acquisition. See, that's what I like. This front sight here is the most important. Front sight, front sight, front sight. And I'll try to get a little bit closer here for you, but I know that's kind of a big front sight. And some folks say these are not very good for target shooting. Well, you know what? In self-defense, you're not really going to be target shooting. Yeah, if you're going to be sitting there plinking at 25 yards, those probably aren't the best sights. But I got to tell you, I sure love these. And I really like that rear sight. These are tritium, so they glow in the dark. And that sight picture, in my opinion, is just absolutely superb. Now, let me also talk a little bit about holsters. First of all, let me bring in this holster right here. This is the Archangel holster by Dale Fricke, and you can get this at One Source Tactical, which is Suarez International. It's a Kydex inside the waistband appendix carry. You've heard me talk on my podcast about appendix carry. I like to carry these appendix style. This holster right here is probably the most comfortable Kydex holster that I've ever put on. It's incredible here. Let me snap this shut. First of all, I like these belt loops. These belt loops give me the ability to put this anywhere on my body that I want. They're good, strong leather belt loops. When the Glock 26 is inserted, it holds it very well. Listen to this click. Okay, that's what I like. I know that the gun is clicked into place, and as you can see, it's a very thin profile holster. That's what makes it very comfortable. It's very flat on the back. The side that's up against my body is very flat and very comfortable. And as you can see, it covers the gun real well, and it covers the trigger guard real well, which is what I like. That's so important in a holster. The Archangel by Dale Fricke. You can get it at onesourcetactical.com, which is part of Suarez International. Not very expensive. I love the holster. Here's what else I like. It's a fast draw. Okay? It's a fast draw. It just comes out of there quickly. And that's important, in my opinion, in a self-defense situation. Now, another holster that I really happen to like. This is a holster, it's a soft leather holster by High Noon Holsters. This is their tuckable version, and I think they call this the Hidden Ally. The Mr. Softy is the non-tuckable version of this holster, which I also like to carry. But what I really like about this is I can carry my Glock 26, and you see this flap right here? This allows me to tuck a shirt in right here and basically cover up the pistol. So if I am going to wear a tucked-in shirt, I typically don't wear a tucked-in shirt, but if I am, I can tuck the shirt right over this, and the only thing that people see is this clip right here. This belt clip. Now, I don't do that very often. Typically I use an untucked shirt. And when I use an untucked shirt, I use the non-tuckable version of this holster. But this is what I like. It's a nice, soft leather holster. It's almost not like not wearing a holster at all. And this fits the Glock 26 perfectly. And also I can get a fast draw on that too. Okay, watch. I can get a fast draw. And that's what I really like. But the retention is good. See that? The gun's not falling out of the holster. Okay, so the Archangel by Dale Fricke, really like it. I would strongly suggest that you check into this holster. And the other thing that I would really strongly suggest is if you carry Glocks, I would strongly suggest these XS Big Dot sights. They also make these sights for 1911s. They also make them for Smith & Wesson M&Ps. Those of you that carry the Springfield XD, I don't think that they make them for that gun yet, but I don't know, you might want to check on that. So thanks for checking out this video. I'm not going to make it real long-winded because I don't believe in that, but I wanted to show you a couple of holsters and a couple of carry options that I have, and of course the sights and the Glock 26. If some of you are not familiar with the Glock 26, before I sign off, here's what I like. I like these magazines. These are 10-round magazines. I typically, folks, by the way, I carry the Glock 26 typically without the magazine extensions. Every once in a while I use the magazine extension, but you can see my hand there. My hand fits a Glock pretty well. Okay? I have relatively large hands, and it fits a Glock just fine. I can shoot just fine, folks, with the pinky dangling. I just kind of tuck it in like that. This gun is a very soft shooter. It's easy to with 9mm ammo to control. That's where your major control comes from, folks, right there. Your major control comes from these two fingers. So a lot of people criticize the Glock. They say, well, I don't know if I like that pinky dangling. Doesn't bother me. This is where your major control comes from on your strong hand. And of course, when you bring your weak hand around, you know, remember I told you that I would talk about how to grip a Glock? I like to make sure that I've got my hand as high on the pistol as I can. Okay, you see where my hand is right there? As high on the pistol. I see a lot of people gripping a pistol like this. Don't do that. Don't grip it like this. Get a nice high grip on the pistol just like this. Bring your thumb, use a thumbs forward grip, and I'm going to do another video here shortly about how to grip a Glock and grip a pistol the correct way. But anyway, just wanted to show you that. Thanks for tuning in, folks, and thanks for watching this video. Again, thank you to all of you who are listening to the podcast. And I'm going to put another video up. I'm going to talk a little bit more about grip here in another couple of days because I want to analyze that a little bit further for you. But thanks again, folks. Have a great one, and feel free to send me some constructive criticism, and I'll be talking to you later. Bye.